4 years ago when London began their great run in the Connacht Championship, when they beat today's opponents Leitrim after replay to make the Connacht final for the very first time. Well, things have certainly moved on for London GAA. Only 3 of that team remain from 4 years ago, and they got a brand new stand, the Tony McGovern stand, open today here in Ruislip for this game, the first round of the Connacht Championship, as London take on Leitrim. Leitrim had the first score of the game, coming inside the opening 3 minutes as Dean McGovern, wearing 24, put the visitors ahead. That lead just lasted a minute as London levelled up the game. Their captain and midfielder Liam Gavigan pointing from play, a point apiece now. Both sides traded scores, with Leitrim eking out a 1-point advantage by the 24th minute, but they extended that lead out to 4 points when Dara Rooney crashed the ball past London goalkeeper Gavin McAvoy and into the back of the net. With just under 5 minutes of the half to play, this Keith Burney point from a free meant that Leitrim retained that 4-point advantage heading into the half's final moments. But 2 late London scores, the second from Conor Doran, meant that there was just 2 points between the sides as they headed to the break, Leitrim leading 1-6 to London's 7 points. Owen Mulligan then helped to start a London comeback as he scored what turned out to be the only point of the game for him early in the second half. This Rory Mason point, his second of the half, meant that London had now turned that 2-point half-time deficit into a 2-point lead. However, the introduction of Leitrim's substitute, Ronan Kennedy, finally turned the game their way. His first goal after 50 minutes meant that Leitrim were now back in the lead. 3 minutes later, Kennedy was at it again, slamming in his second goal close in, and Leitrim now sensed victory. London, though, wouldn't lie down, and Mason kicked his 4th point of the second half, and as the game headed for injury time, the gap was back down to 2 again. However, Leitrim steadied, and deep in injury time, their substitute Gary Plunkett ensured there would be no shock in Ruislip as Leitrim led by 3. In the end, Leitrim got over the line to ensure their place in the Connacht semi-final as London headed for the qualifiers. On the full-time score, Leitrim 3-10, London 16 points.
They went at us and caused us a lot of problems. I think our subs coming in off the bench made a difference. Ronan Kennedy getting goal opportunities when they were very badly needed, and I'm just glad for the lads that they held out in the end.
We looked good, you know. I think we went ahead by a point or two, and we were all over the pitch. We were doing well, and we were working really hard, and you know, we were getting a bit of a roll on. Unfortunately, one little mistake, and they got in and got that second goal, and the game turned from there.
Yeah, it was tough on London. They were right in it, Rory. It wasn't an easy venue for Leitrim to go to. They're playing Roscommon now.
No, absolutely. I suppose this was always going to be a big occasion over in London with the redeveloped grounds there.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely fantastic, you know. But, you know, Leitrim will be just happy to get out of there with the win and move on now and play Roscommon. But I suppose the big news about the Leitrim was the fact that Eamon Mulligan, you know, their talisman, really, their key player, done the cruciate. Very unfortunate for him. His 3rd cruciate now. You know, it's going to require a lot of mental strength on his behalf to come back. You know, but you know, they'll be happy, but they'll know they've a big job on against Roscommon in the next round.
We wish Emlyn well, but you have to say good finishes by Ronan Kennedy, weren't they?
Class.
Absolutely.
You'd take them, wouldn't you?
Yeah. How many goals did you score in your career, Tomas?
Not too sure. 3 days.
3, good.
That's a spoof.
Yeah. And you score more than Kieran probably. Anyway, well, look, that's about it for tonight. We'll discuss that further. My thanks to the lads for their company and to you at home for joining us. Next week we're on at the earlier time, remember, at 9 o'clock, so don't get caught out. We'll see you then.